Hello, hello. Just kind of gonna wait to see who joins. Hello, Rachel. A couple other people have joined. Hello. It looks like Angela and Asha Leah. Apologize if I didn't say that right. Thank you for coming today. Give it one more second and then I'll kind of dive in. If you have any questions, just feel free to put them in as we go. I will try to keep up and answer them. And I think we'll just kind of go and get started because it'll be posted. If anyone joins late, they can go back and view it later on my schedule, on my post. So anyways, welcome to Quantum Healing 101. I'm going to use today to just kind of talk about what I do. I'm going to introduce myself. I have a ton of new followers over the last 2 months, so I want to kind of come back in and share a little bit about me and what I do and who I am for everybody that's new. So let's just go ahead and get started. So just let me grabbing my notes there real quick. So a little bit about me. So I am a quantum healer, intuitive, holistic health coach. But formerly I was in corporate America for 20 years. I really made the switch full-time 2 years ago now. Oh my God, that time flies. Because I needed to take care of myself. And now that I learned how to do that, I want to share everything that I have learned with all of you. So I started this path and this journey really diving into my health. And then I had my daughter who is almost going to be 9. And I really wanted to make sure that I was taking care of her and doing all the things that I could, and it just kind of led me down this path more and more. So again, I was in corporate America for 20 years. I had a lot of my own health challenges that I was trying to figure out, and unfortunately Western medicine was failing me. So I did a lot of research. I was always sick. I never had energy, and I thought I was doing all the right things. Eating what was marketed as healthy and doing the exercises, but nothing really seemed to change. So as I started down that path and really focused on my mental health, my emotional health, learning how to change my mindset, and learning what was really healthy versus what wasn't healthy, then I was able to really see results and make some changes. But then I just started to enter burnout in corporate America. I was stressed and tired, and I didn't like who I was anymore. I would give everything at work, and by the time I got home, the person that I was as a wife and as a mother, I did not recognize. So I wanted to make those changes. And then 2020 hit, and at that point in my life, I was like, we all went through something huge at that time. And for me, after learning for almost 10 years how to be healthy and realizing that people weren't teaching or coaching that, I decided that that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to share how to prevent sickness, and then if you did get sick, how to mitigate that sickness. So that led me to get my certification in holistic health and become a coach, which then led me to Reiki and energy healing, which has then led me to quantum healing, which has become my passion and my purpose here. So we're going to kind of start to talk about that. So what is quantum healing, and why is it different than Reiki? So first off, I just wanted to address the fact that there's nothing wrong with Reiki. It is a beautiful healing modality and is very impactful for a number of people, and I know a lot of great Reiki practitioners. But for me, I was certified in traditional Usui Reiki, and when I started practicing more regularly, I realized after talking with other Reiki practitioners that what I was getting wasn't necessarily what they got during sessions, and I was actually accessing much, much more. So as I was trying to figure out what I was and wasn't doing, I stumbled upon my mentor, Rachel, who is amazing, and I realized through what she was doing that was more in alignment with what I was experiencing, what I was seeing, how I was moving energy, and that's what led me to realize that I was actually doing quantum healing. So quantum healing just gives you access to a much broader, a much broader spectrum of healing. It's working with your multidimensional being. It is giving you access to unlimited possibilities and unlimited information that exists in the quantum field. It typically shifts energy much, much faster than Reiki does, so clients typically see results pretty instantaneously. So sometimes you might be going to Reiki for a while and you're seeing results, but it's not going. Hi, Cosmic Girl, you're welcome. Hi, Angela. So you're seeing the results that over time, but sometimes I was noticing my clients kind of like regress. I'd have to keep clearing out stuff that I had already cleared out that was coming back in. So then I started to do these quantum healing techniques, and then it started to actually stay. And then so the next session we were able to focus on more and more after that. So again, I don't want to take anything away from Reiki. It was a great entry healing modality for me and helps a lot of people, and I know a lot of special Reiki practitioners, but quantum healing is just much more, I don't even want to say powerful, but it has been more impactful for my clients and for myself personally in both my business and my personal life. So this is why I came here. I didn't come here to do Reiki. I came here to do quantum and to teach and to share that with everybody else. So what is quantum healing? So many people know and have heard of quantum physics, and it kind of relates to that. So it's the concept that originates from the idea that we have this huge quantum field that represents a universal field of energy, and there's unlimited possibilities, infinite possibilities exist within this field, and that we are all connected with the collective consciousness. So we are all connected, plants, animals, all of those things. I did see one question come in. That one I'm not as familiar with. I'm still kind of learning a lot of that for superposition. I will get back to that in 1 second. So there is both a scientific and a spiritual definition of like quantum healing, and I choose to focus on the spiritual piece of it. I know some people like to know, they want the hard facts and the science behind everything, but I think that takes away from some of the magic, and I don't think we're supposed to know anything. Part of what makes quantum healing and energy healing so impactful is our belief that we can make these changes and we are tapped into this power and that we can heal ourselves. The mindset and the belief and the emotions and the frequency behind what we do is what makes all of these possibilities possible. And I just feel like it loses a little something when we try to figure it out with our rational mind. I like to just believe and feel into and feed into the magic of everything. So again, the infinite potential is that the quantum field is viewed as the space of, like I said, infinite possibilities. Everything and anything that you can imagine, things that you can't even imagine because we are limited in our cognitive ability to, because we still try to rationalize everything with our human mind, exists in this field. And the idea is that by aligning our thoughts, our intentions, and our emotions, that once we do all of that, it changes our frequency and it changes our vibration. And the way the universe works is it matches our frequency and our vibration. So our thoughts are energy, and then they create emotions. Those emotions are also energy, and as we tie those in together, those make up the energy that's within our field. And then as we move about our reality, we attract what is on our frequency and what is on our vibration. So that's why, as I was explaining to a client last week and in my master class, when we tend to have a bad day, it seems like it just like snowballs. We have like one thing after another and we're like, oh my God, this is the worst day ever. Because once that first thing happens, we usually attach some sort of emotion to it. So the easiest way is like when you get stuck in traffic. So you're stuck in traffic and, or someone cuts you off, so you get angry, and then you have, you get to work and you have this email, and then that just feeds that, and it kind of just tandems. If we're never stopping to take a second to recognize what's happening, to reset that, and kind of go with the flow. So yes, so a lot of what I teach is like, okay, how do we change that mindset? Like, yes, things happen. Yes, we have these emotions. Let's figure out what is triggering us, what the emotion is meant to teach us, and then how do we move past that? How do we change the story? So if you're having a bad day and you don't want any more of a bad day, reframing your mindset, changing your emotions, bringing in the frequency of maybe joy, of peace, of happiness, and saying, I want more of this and less of whatever's going on in your life. So also within quantum, it talks about the connection to consciousness. So we have the collective consciousness out there, which is like everybody and everything, the collective. So there's a lot, like I talked about 2020, there was a lot that happened in the collective consciousness there. There's this idea, as I can see Cosmic Girl talking about the 144, I believe that I am, just like that we came here to shift the consciousness of this planet and to raise it. We've been living in a lot of the lower vibrations, the lower frequencies. We've been so attached to the material and the physical that we have forgotten where we came from, where we're going to return to, and all of this ancient knowledge that I believe our ancestors already knew everything about this quantum field and how to harness energy and how to maintain. Even when you read the Bible, it is all about telling you to maintain your mindset, to have belief, to have faith that everything is going to be okay. And it's your belief that gets you healed. So again, there's the collective consciousness, and then we have our own consciousness, which is kind of formed again, like we were talking about, by your thoughts, your emotions, and those and your intentions, and that is then all harnessed into these the energetic frequencies. So every emotion has an energetic frequency that is unique, so you can bring those into your field to kind of help you bring about healing or bringing about some manifestation into what you want to see in your life. So you can really use quantum not just for health reasons, but if you are looking for better relationships, if you want to maybe pursue a different career or pursue your dreams, or get a better living situation, whatever it is, it's when you align your mindset, your thoughts, your emotions, and your intentions all together and harness those frequencies that are going to actually get you those results. And then just the field of oneness, we are all connected and we are all one. So like when we go, that's how I believe that when I do my healing sessions, I'm able to tap in, because we're all connected. We just have to know how to read the information, how to use our clairs, how to access that. So a lot of what I do with my clients is that not only am I holding a space so that they can heal themselves and receive what they need to do based on their intentions, but I'm also teaching them how to do this themselves. My goal is to return everyone to their own sovereignty and their own power, and knowing that they have the ability to heal themselves and to make the changes in their life that they want to see. So that's kind of like where I start with teaching the quantum field. So again, this is just 101. If enough people like this, I'm going to keep doing. I have a whole list of things that I can teach, but I wanted to see how this landed with my viewers. Again, tell a little bit more about myself. And then the way I'm just going to wrap up today is just going to talk through how I do my sessions and kind of what my clients experience, so that you can understand like how this might be beneficial for you if you wanted to try to use a new modality or look into scheduling a quantum healing session or even a free discovery call with me. But so I start every session basically the same. Is I kind of talk to the person, I kind of see what's going on in their life. I have an intake form that kind of gives me an idea of what they're going through, if they're like trying to heal trauma, if they have a physical illness, kind of where we are going with this, and we have a conversation about it. Like, what have you done? What have you tried? I then ask the intent. Again, these can be done virtually or in person because, again, the energy transcends time and space. I don't need to be physically in the same room with you to help you. I'm literally just holding the space for you to access the ability to heal yourself with the raised vibration and frequencies that I bring in. So I will ask my clients what their intent is. Do they want to use this session to relax and to rest, or if they want to be an active participant? And part of that is because when I was doing Reiki, a lot of times people just wanted that relaxation. Again, just with quantum and with Reiki, it puts your body in that relaxed state, which most of us are in fight or flight on a pretty consistent basis. So your body needs to be in that relaxed state to heal. So some of my clients still prefer to just use that time to take a nap, to relax, to rest, to just be in peace. So I want to honor and respect that. But some also want to choose to be an active participant and hear the conversations that I have and the work that I am doing. So either way, if you choose to just relax, I do a debrief at the end to explain everything that went through and to get their feedback, because a lot of the times the clients, while they're relaxed, they're hearing, seeing, feeling, sensing the healing taking place. So we kind of talk through that. But again, every session is different because it's going to be based on what you need at that moment in time. Just taking a quick sip there. So even clients that have been coming to me for years, they will still be like, that session was totally different than any other session I've had before. I'm like, well, yes, because we needed to do something totally different than we've ever done before today based on what you need at this time. So typically, if you've never had energy healing before, a lot of times I'm just working on clearing your aura, getting rid of any emotions or frequencies or energies that are no longer serving you, that are maybe stagnant, that came in from some other place, some trauma event. You just haven't been able to release them. I do work with a number of clients that do have some significant trauma, so we work through, kind of just healing that. Every time you experience something that's traumatic, it can create energy within your field, and if, most of us want to shove that down, so if we don't actually sit with that emotion and process it and release it, it'll stay in our field until we do so. So usually, I'm clearing out, just repairing the aura, repairing your multidimensional body, clearing out anything that is ready to leave, and also clearing out energy that you have picked up from other people. Most of us are not taught how to protect ourselves when we go out into the world, and it's kind of like my mentor explains, like a soup bowl of energies out there. If you're not protected and you don't seal up your space, you're gonna allow other people's emotions to kind of sneak in, or some of their energies. That's why you could be having a completely great day, and then maybe you go to work or you walk into a store or something, and then all of a sudden your mood changes like this, and you're like, what just happened? I was having a great day. Why am I now cranky and in a bad mood? You most likely picked up on someone else's bad day, and that was allowed into your field. And once you accept it into your field, you then have to deal with it. So I teach my clients too, like how to set up protection, how to ground yourself, and how to, if you do unfortunately let in someone else's energy, how to get rid of it in 2.5 seconds. So that's usually step one in the first healing session, is just kind of restoring and kind of getting a feel for what's kind of going on, and then from there we can take it into additional healing states. So I talked about the multidimensional body. So again, going back to like comparing Reiki and quantum healing, Reiki, at least the way I was taught, works with primarily the spiritual and the emotional side of things and the physical. A little bit with the mental, but with quantum, it's this whole multidimensional being. So not only do we have those bodies, our spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical bodies, we have our energetic body, we have our inner child, we have our ego, we have our shadow side, we have our divine feminine and divine masculine energies that are usually out of balance within us, not to mention our past lives and just our different timelines. And I mean, I could go on and on. So there's a whole wide spectrum that we may need to deal with. And sometimes I explain, at least with the 4 bodies, you know, sometimes you feel like scattered and all over the place, like you're being pushed and pulled when you're trying to like complete a goal. And usually it's because those 4 are not on the same page. Your mental body wants A, your emotional body wants B, your spiritual body's like, no, I don't want any of those. I have a better idea for you. And you're just all over the place. So it's really getting those 4 in alignment and working together. And kind of healing each and every one of those, plus the other part of that I explained. So as we move through each session, we kind of just continue to peel back the layers and be like, okay, what do we need today? The whole time I'm teaching and explaining so that you can continue to do this work without me. Because that's very important to me, is this is not just a once a month, once a quarter, one time in your life kind of deal. It's kind of just keeping up with it, making sure, you know, you are protected and like knowing how to manipulate your energy in a way that makes you powerful, which is very easy to do when you are taught how to do it. So let's see, I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover today. I know I had some questions that I'll get back to. And again, if you like this, let me know in the comments below. If you want to learn more, I'll continue to kind of go on this series with quantum healing and dive deeper into each topic, into each piece. But yes, let me know what you think, and I am so excited for those that join live, and if you're watching this later, I'm so excited for you too. If you do want to know more and want to just have a one-on-one conversation with me, feel free to, I offer free discovery calls. They're at least 15 minutes just to kind of connect, to see what you're looking for, what you're going through, how I can help, if I can help. And yeah, I'd love to hear from all of you. So again, thank you so much. Sending so much love and light.